there be a recession? Well, there is talk of a recession daily as the U.S. faces economic challenges and families face their own personal battles when it comes to their finances.
And then if you throw in the uncertainty of the Trump administration's tariffs, then there are a lot of unanswered questions and worry for some people. To make sure that you're ready for whatever it is that comes and you can make ends meet, Wave News anchor Dawn G takes a look at what it means to be in a recession and what you should be doing right now.
Well, we won't be getting super technical. We'll go over the definition of a recession, what you should be doing to protect yourself as much as you can, and what you should be doing when it comes to your 401k.
So a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of non-growth.
That's negative growth in gross domestic product, a comprehensive measure of all goods and services produced in the country.
Because we're not in a recession yet, although you economists and the experts say there could potentially be one.
Morgan Stanley forecasts 40% odds. Goldman Sachs places 45% likelihood of a recession over the next year, and J.P. Morgan Chase projects a 60% chance.
How does a recession affect the average person? It affects the average person or the average family because when things slow down, companies may stop hiring. Companies may start laying off.
What can the average person do to prepare for a recession?
One is you need to focus on the fundamentals.
The basics are always a sure bet if you want to make sure you're stable and as safe as you can be.
Emergency fund, paying down that debt, making sure that your budget is in place, making sure that your resume is up to date and that you have, and if you need, look for a side hustle to bring in any kind of extra income.
When it comes to the stock market, it has been a roller coaster ride, and everyone is just trying to hang on.
You know, when you look at it and you see that it's gone down and it continues to go down, people do panic. But the one thing that you don't want to do is to react out of that panic. You can't time the market, so you can't jump out when it's low and then think you're going to jump back in when it goes up. That is an exercise in futility.
Make sure you are invested properly. Look at your allocations. Make sure your risk profile matches your current investments.
One of the things that you shouldn't do is jump out. You need to try to stay invested. One reason is if you have a longer time horizon, the markets eventually bounce back.
Recessions can be tough. The 2008 Great Recession, as it was called, was the longest, lasting 18 months, and was the deepest since World War II, with U.S. gross domestic product falling by 4.3%. Warren said, even though it can be painful, remember, a recession is just a slowdown. The economy does not come to a grinding halt. We're not in one now. Think of it like winter. After winter, generally comes spring, and you can make it through winter if you are prepared. Helping you make ends meet, I'm Dawn G.